Bucket naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes up right now.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JLerone Presents. This is JLP. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe, share. It will help the channel grow. I don't know if you guys heard, but Rickey Smiley came out with some news saying that he just found out that these two little twin girls that are about 5 years old now are actually his. Now, he called it a surprise, his surprise twin girls or something like that. These girls have been coming over to his house for a while, playing with his grandson, going on play dates, birthday parties, and things like that, right? So, and these girls were coming over, and these girls belong to his ex-girlfriend, right? So, in that in itself is questionable. You know what I mean? For him to think that these twins weren't his, even though his ex-girlfriend has been bringing them by, you know, playing with his grandson, and also the fact that Rickey was married, and the timeline between these girls' ages, you know, overlaps from the time when he was married before his divorce and things of that nature, right? So, yeah, people are going to have questions about that. And you will hear in his video, he talks about people, you know, with their ghetto comments and things like that, but that's just people, you know, putting two and two together and saying, no, this don't add up. We need, since you want to put it out there, we need a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? People want to know a little bit more because, like I said, two and two, it ain't adding up. Things are not adding up. There needs to be a little bit more context, right? But, so we're going to go ahead and get into this video, you guys. Like I said before, if you haven't, hit the like button, subscribe, share, fair use, and yeah, let's go ahead and get in. And also, we're going to listen to the guy who was supposed to be the baby daddy, how he has something to say about it too. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and listen to this.
Right before the 1 year anniversary of my son's death, I found out I have 5-year-old identical twin, beautiful daughters. Identical twin daughters. I got a phone call from an ex-girlfriend. She went to court, found out that those identical twin daughters was not her ex-boyfriend. The whole time, here they are my biological daughters.
Let me just clear up the moment, y'all. Rickey just announced that he has surprise twins, and he just found out.
Ready for this? Been knowing them their whole life. They've been coming over to Grayson's birthday parties and play dates, playing on the swing set,
kill me with this
all
music.
of that stuff. Phone calls when they were sick. What should I do? Should I give them this?
You did not feel any sort of connection. You did not see anything that's like, dang, that reminds me of me, or that reminds me of my son.
And that's why I call cap a little bit, because if this woman thinks that these two little girls belong to somebody else, why would she call you and ask you what do you think about what type of medicine they should be given and stuff like that because they're sick? If the other guy is actually the baby daddy and she knows he's the baby daddy, why wouldn't she call him? You see what I mean? See, that right there don't make no sense in itself. But let's keep it moving.
Or my daughter.
Yeah, I just thought, since I was, older, that I had no idea, because I haven't had no kids since Malik.
Yeah.
When I tell you that's the first time I saw the sun again, during that dark hour, the sun came back out.
How old were they when you found out you were the father?
4, almost 5. And on their 5th birthday, I went into their house as their father. Hey everybody, thank y'all for checking out my interview. Thank y'all for the kind and positive comments. Sometimes people just want to share. I just couldn't, be showing my grandkids and other kids and don't share that blessing with you as well. God is good. God allowed that to happen. On the 1-year anniversary of my son's death, God was like, here you go. And they have definitely been a blessing to my life. I call them lifesavers, along with my granddaughter, Denver. But my twins, I actually call them lifesavers. I think they really saved my life. Kept me distracted, gave me something to do, something to look forward to. And it's been nothing but awesome. The co-parenting is top tier. And it's been nothing but fun, nothing but laughs, hugs, kisses. And everybody that left a positive comment, I really want to thank you. Of course, I seen some Section 8 element comments or whatever, people that want to take that blessing and turn it into.
And they kill me how they call this a blessing, right? You just found out that you got 2 daughters, which means you was probably cheating on your ex-wife when y'all was married. But somehow this is a blessing, even though the guy who thought that these were his kids all this time has been lied to. So it's a blessing for you, but for the guy, it pretty much almost ruined his life, because y'all will hear about it. He's gonna tell you about how the mother and the grandmother was dogging him out, saying that he was no good because he, I guess, wasn't trying to be in the girl's life. You know what I mean? So, it's bullshit all the way around. That's why people have questions. And he's calling them ghetto comments, right? Because everybody ain't, I guess, celebrating and him finding out that these girls are his off some adultery. You see what I'm getting at? Let's keep it moving.
To mess or just
Allegedly,
something that they
adultery.
can talk about and blog about, all that stuff. But, God moved in mysterious ways, and I just count it all joy. Thank y'all so much. And more videos to come, more pictures to come. It's brought me a lot of joy. I hope it brought some joy to your life. But if we get nothing else out of this message, that God will give you double for your trouble. It has been nothing but a blessing. So we good over here. God is just absolutely amazing. All right, y'all, have a blessed day. Peace.
Now, I know this might sound kind of fucked up, but why is it when people are doing some type of foolery, they always put God in it? Ask yourself that question. Think about it. Whenever somebody's up to some BS, they throw God into it, because how dare you question what God has planned? That's why they do it. But, let's go on to the next video.
Right before the 1-year anniversary of my son's death, I found out I have a 5-year-old identical twin.
I appreciate y'all for reaching out to me, man. Cause watching that video is so disgusting, it's wicked. And it triggered me, man. Like, I'll never get over that situation. For 5 years, man, they knew. For 5 years.
5 years.
The mama in on it, the grandma in on it, and the real victims are those twin girls and her oldest daughter. And he been calling her his daughter too, man. This so crazy.
Y'all hear that? This is crazy. So he's been calling the ex-girlfriend's older daughter his daughter as well. This shit is kind of twisted in a way, man. Y'all got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? I can understand but this is his ex-girlfriend. You got to think about it. This is his ex-girlfriend. This is not some chick that he met, on set or, like in business. 5 or 6, 7 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He just happened to get close to the kids, and the kids think of him as a father or uncle or something like that. This is some girl that he used to deal with, that he used to be intimate with, right? And then her older daughter thinks of him as a father figure too. Come on, man. This is let's keep it moving.
He's a man, but they don't understand. Man, that situation me, man. It destroyed me. It destroyed everything I had going on. Mentally, I was shot. And when I found out about them having their going on, that's when she started trying to pull the girls from me and trying to manipulate everybody and saying, oh, Nehemiah don't take care of his kids and all that like that. Her and her mama just trying to keep covering it up. Nehemiah, you the dad, you the dad, you the dad. Them your girls, come take care of your girls. Having her dust that home girls, harassing me, and got her. Even her brother just passed away. They died. And before he died, he was mad at me.
So, according to this, it sounds like this guy, Nehemiah, Jeremiah, whatever he said his name was, I could barely hear it, but he had reservations, right, about these girls being his. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like he had some doubts that these girls were his kids. That's why they started gaslighting him and telling him, oh, these your girls, how dare you not want to be in their lives and all that. Even though, like he said, they was trying to pull the girls away from him. So they pulling the girls away from him and then getting on to him for not trying to be there and take care of them. You see how stupid that, you see, it's idiotic how what women do to men who are actually trying to take care of kids. But like I said, he had reservations about, it sounds like he had reservations about these girls being his in the first place. That's why when these kids are born, fellas, get that DNA test. Get that DNA test the minute these kids are born. You know what I'm saying? That'll cut out all the bullshit.
He was mad at me thinking I was some hate. And that whole time, bro, I'm like, so I'm trying to be there, I'm trying to fight for my kids, and she just pulling it back. And just denying access and the manipulation, invite my other kids to hang out with the girls, all that. Man, that shit was so, man, why? That situation killed me, and I know it other people out here too. Not just men. It's these children that's watching. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She has an older daughter who I came in and I just tried to love the shit out of that little girl because she lost her father a couple years ago to a motorcycle accident. So I just felt like God had his hands on that whole situation. I don't want to be the type of dude that come in and f*** it up. She needs to see somebody loving her mama right because her dad can't no longer do it. But when I saw how wicked her mom was and her grandma is, I had to get out the way. So that just gave her mom and her grandma just all the leverage in the world. Nehemiah ain't. You see how he treating little sisters? As they were just pulling the girls away from me and lying. And this was too.
And that's a shame that they pull the girls, they pull these kids into it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the women are telling the girls, you see how Nehemiah acting and stuff. That don't do nothing but plant seeds in these kids' mind thinking that the guy is no good. That's why a lot of these women grow up saying their daddy ain't shit. Because they listen to their mamas and their grandmamas. But they never have talked to their fathers to try to find out the real situation, right? You know, it's three sides to each story. You know, it's his, the mother's, and the truth. The truth is somewhere in between. So you got to get both sides of the story.
Yeah, man. It was up, man. Man, I'm going to say all of this, and I'm going to try to be done with it for now. Because it's an everyday battle. And it's hard for me to even love the person that want to love me. It's hard for me to look at anybody the same, man. They try to sprinkle a little God in it. They try to throw God in it.
That part.
Everything happened for it. Man, listen.
That part, yep.
Well, if God did that for a reason, let me tell you something. You better stop doing that.
Exactly.
I'm telling y'all better make some laws and some consequences for these women who be doing this. Because her oldest daughter could have lost her mom behind that. The Rickey Smiley that we know, who we adored and we listen to every day, he could have been on the guy who we all adored, man. And we thought highly of, and nobody's perfect, but to sprinkle your son in that wicked and to sprinkle a little God in it too.
That's what they
Boy,
do.
that's dangerous. But he has enough time to make it right, because those girls are 6. Those memories can be erased. He met them at the right time. Well, he's telling y'all now, but at the right time, they're 6. But it's the older girl. She's about 16, 17 now. I just hope that situation don't up, man. I hope it don't give birth to somebody she's not even destined and created to be.
So I'm trying to figure out. I wonder is the older girl Ricky's too? Because that's what it sounds like he's saying, that the older girl that considers Ricky a father anyway, is that his daughter too?
Like, that could child up and start looking at people differently. She probably don't even want to hang around her mama no more because she's seeing how they just me over.
That can happen.
That ain't cool, man.
Hey everybody, thank y'all for checking out my interview. Thank y'all for the kind and positive comments. Sometimes people just want to share. I just couldn't, be showing my grandkids and other kids.
Okay, yeah, we just got to watching that part. But yeah, man, like I said, there are still plenty of questions that are lingering, right? So when Ricky talk about, all these ghetto comments, those comments are people who have questions, right? Like I said, you put this out there, but then you leave a lot of stuff out also. So yeah, people are going to want to know. What's people are, you have these internet sleuths, these internet investigators, shout out to the internet, who sit up and this is what they do. They investigate. And the timeline, the people that really know Ricky and been following Ricky knows, he was married, he got divorced. They even know the dates, you know what I'm saying? And they can tell you that, things overlap, right? The time that these girls were born versus when he was married and when he got a divorce, you know what I'm saying? They put in it together saying that these kids were born, during the time that he was still married, right? So you got to ask yourself, how long was he dealing with his ex-girlfriend? You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that these little girls were coming over, playing with his grandson and going on play dates and, over there for birthday parties and things like that, man, that's diabolical, right? And he not know that these were his daughters, that's hard to believe as well, right? When you slept with somebody 5-6 years ago and they all of a sudden come popping up with these kids, you know what I'm saying? 9 months later, after you knew that you slept with her 9 months ago, 8 or 9 months ago, and all of a sudden she got these kids that just, come up out of the blue, but she was dating this other guy, so that means you slept with this woman while she was dating this dude, Nehemiah, because Nehemiah thought that these were his kids, right? So that in itself, plus according to the timeline, Ricky was still married at the time too, allegedly, right? So, but then, like I said, it's straight up adultery. And then you throw you sprinkle like old boy said, you sprinkle in the Bible, and it's a blessing, and then you got all these other folks who follow Ricky who are Bible thumpers who God did that for a reason, but they ain't paying attention to the fact that nigga, you was married. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be all holier than now. Everybody want to throw, like I said, whenever motherfuckers are up to some bullshit, they throw God into it. Right? And we all know this to be true. You see it all the time. Every time motherfuckers is up to some bullshit, they sprinkle that God, they throw God in it, and everything's supposed to make it okay. Because a lot of people be like, well, we can't be too mad at him because he threw God in there. How you question God? How is that a blessing to have these little girls come into a situation where they thought Nehemiah was their daddy, now Rick is their daddy? You know what I'm saying? There ain't no telling what's going on with this older girl that looks at Ricky as her father. You know what I'm saying? So these girls were being pulled away from Nehemiah. Now they're saying, oh, Rick is your daddy. Nehemiah's not your daddy. What you think these little girls go think when they get older and start putting shit together? Because right now they're innocent. They don't really know what's going on. But as they get older, they're going to start realizing, well, Mama was with Nehemiah, but we was always going over to Ricky's house playing with his grandson. I forgot the little boy's name, but they're going to put shit together. Like, you know, Mama slept with Ricky when, you know what I'm saying? But she was with Nehemiah. they're going to see that. They're going to see that Mama was on some BS. And they're going to remember how, you know, the arguments that they was having between Mama and Grandmama and Nehemiah and all. You know, it's going to be a big mess when these girls get older. But they don't think about that. They don't think about what they're doing to the kids. As Nehemiah said, the kids are the victims. But they don't see that. All they see is themselves. All they care about is themselves in that moment. They don't think about what's going to happen to the kids. You know. And then like I said, they throw in that God did that for a reason. God did it for a reason. You guys, drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think, man. Like, subscribe, share if you haven't. It helps the channel grow. Please be good to yourselves. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, yeah, one other thing. What made her go get the DNA test? Is it because Nehemiah was questioning paternity? That's one question I need to know too. Why? What made her after all this time? What made them after all this time go get a DNA test? That's another good question. That's what questions people have. But Rickey Smiley saying, "Oh, these ghetto comments or whatever." But you guys, be safe out there, man. Men, protect your seed. If your woman is having a child, get a DNA test. All right. Peace out.
Bucket naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking.